Yo, what's going on everyone? In today's video, I will be showing you how to make over $1.8 million every single hour this week in GTA 5 Online as a solo player. That's right, this money guide is going to be super overpowered, especially to make yourself millions of dollars before the Mansions DLC releases, and you only have up until December 9th to grind these money methods, which is perfect because the DLC releases on the 10th. Alright, so the main thing we are going to be doing in this guide is the Super Yacht Life missions, which this week are paying 5 times money plus 5 times RP, but we are only going to be doing 2 specific missions. So to start these, there's 2 different ways. The first way is by going over to the very top level of your yacht and entering inside. Then you'll see in here is going to be a yellow circle that you can go on top of to start the Super Yacht Life missions. But if you already completed all the missions, you could also open the pause menu, go over to where it says online, click jobs, play job, Rockstar created, missions, and then you'll see all of the Super Yacht Life missions here at the top. And from here, I want you to start the all hands mission, which is the first mission I would recommend you to be doing since it is the easiest and also best, especially after you see my strategy on how to complete it. Because I'd say on average, after you learn my strategy, you'll be completing this mission in 5 to 6 minutes every single time, which is pretty good. Just make sure every time you start the mission, you put the difficulty set to hard, and that's going to be for the other mission as well. Once loaded in the mission though, the first thing we need to do is go over to LSIA, which we are already really close to, but once you go over there, I recommend automatically opening up your interaction menu, then going down to where it says snacks and hovering over your snacks. Then all you want to do is simply fly where I'm going with my helicopter into this hangar where the Tula is located at, and make sure you fly all the way into here, that way we can park our helicopter right behind where the Tula is. Once you landed there, all you want to do is hop out of the helicopter, and of course make sure you are spamming your snacks this entire time, that way you don't lose too much health, and then you want to get inside the Tula here right in front of us. Then once in the Tula, it's literally as simple as hitting the boost button, because once you hit the boost button, you'll be out of the hangar in literally just a couple seconds just like that. Then once out the hangar, all we need to do is simply fly this where I'm going over to the country club, because at this country club location is where we need to extinguish the first set of fires. But before we extinguish those fires, you want to make sure you have all of your water completely full inside the helicopter. So what I recommend doing first is landing in the water, that way we can refill all of the water. Then once it's completely full, we can then go over to where these fires are in front of us to then extinguish them, which extinguishing them is so simple. All you want to do is fly in helicopter mode above all of these fires, which are going to be cars on fire, and then press A or X whenever you are above the car to drop the water. You don't have to be too accurate. As long as you are somewhat close to where the fire is and the water is right next to it, you should have been able to take out the fire. And after you extinguish all of those fires, you now want to land in the ocean once again right here. Because we do need to extinguish one more set of fires, so that's why I said to make sure your water is all the way full. But anyway, once your water is all the way full, we can then go over to the next location of fires. Which it's literally the exact same process. All you are doing is going above where the fires are and then dropping some water to extinguish them. Which once you extinguished all of those fires, we are now completely done doing all of the fire extinguishing. All we need to do now is deliver the Tula back over to the yacht. Which once back over at the yacht, you could do 2 different things. Either finish the mission right away, or you could also park it right here where I'm at, right behind where the yacht is at, and wait until you've been in the mission for 15 minutes. Because if you were to be in this mission for a total of 15 minutes, you'll see once you pass the mission, you'll get paid a total of $240,000 and also 13,000 RP on top. But on the other hand, if you were to complete this mission just like normal and deliver the Tula straight over to the yacht right away, here's how much money you'll get paid once you pass the mission. As you could see, $144,000 and also 8,300 RP. So it's pretty much half the amount of money less and also a little bit less RP. Which is pretty good money and RP, especially considering that this mission takes us under 6 minutes to complete each time, as long as you followed exactly what I told you in this guide. Alright, but now getting into the second other mission I would recommend you to be doing. This one is slightly faster than the other one by a couple minutes, but anyway, to start this, first open the pause menu, go over to where it says online, click jobs, play job, Rockstar created, then missions, and I want you to start the D-Day mission. This mission is arguably easier than the other one. The only downside to this mission is sometimes there will be some bugs. Anyway, first thing you want to do is get inside this helicopter and fly it over to where the Kraken is located at right here and then land it. Then all you want to do is simply exit the helicopter to then get inside the Kraken, and don't go anywhere. All you want to do is simply exit the Kraken right away and then go back over to where the helicopter is at and get inside. From here, fly up a little bit high into the air, and once you are a little bit high like me, you now want to fly straight towards where the yacht is at. You should also see on your minimap a huge red circle, and pay close attention to that because as soon as you enter that radius, you'll be shot 2 times by the yacht's air defense. You could see there was the first shot, and then shortly after you'll hear the second shot. Once you get shot that second time, immediately jump out of your helicopter, and you want to follow exactly where I'm going right now in the air. Basically, do not pull out your parachute, but follow exactly where I'm going through the air onto the front part of the yacht where the helicopter is at. Then once your character got splatted onto the front section of the yacht and you respawned, you'll be inside of a Kraken. From here, do not move forward, because if you were to move forward like I did immediately, you could see sometimes the mission will just automatically end, which is definitely not what you want, because you'll see you only get paid $60,000 and 4,000 RP doing it this way. So the proper way to do this is once you respawn in the Kraken like I did here once again, you do not want to touch your controller whatsoever, only look around. And once it's been around 1 minute of you sitting still, then you could drive forward, and once you drive forward, the mission will not end this time, it will just say leave the area. Which all you want to do is of course leave the area, and once you left the area, here's how much money you'll get paid if you left right away. As you could see, mission passed, you'll get paid $120,000, which is very good, and also 6,700 RP on top. Now, of course, just like the first mission, if you were to wait at the end when it said leave the area until you've been in the mission for 15 minutes in total, then finish the mission, you'll get paid $244,000 instead. But the choice is up to you. I think it's just better by finishing the mission right away. That way you complete the mission in around 4 minutes. Also, in case anybody hasn't done this at all for the past couple weeks, there's actually a weekly challenge that involves these Super Yacht Life missions, which is so simple because all you have to do to complete this weekly challenge is complete 3 of these missions. Which is very simple, especially now that you learned my strategy to completing these 2 different missions, and after you complete the weekly challenge, you'll get paid an extra $100,000 for that weekly challenge. And yeah, that is now going to be the end of today's video. You now know how to make over $1.8 million every hour this week in GTA 5 Online as a solo player. Just keep in mind, these missions will only be paying 5 times money and 5 times RP up until December 10th. But with all that being said, if you went on to enjoy the video and you still haven't already, please do me a favor by going down below and dropping a like on it before you click off. And of course, if you aren't, make sure you also hit that subscribe button. And until next time, I will see you all in my very next video, or hopefully in my live stream right before the Mansions DLC drops in GTA 5 Online on December 9th.